Hello there and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. Yes, we're back on here once again, going to be continuing where we left off last time on our little factory journey there, because we're just getting started. But first, you know what time it is. We've got to talk about Boosteroid, the cloud gaming service that we're going to be using to play this game today. So without further waste of your time, let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's go. Boosteroid is a cloud gaming service that allows you to play your PC games on pretty much any device. This includes mobile devices such as cell phones and tablets. It is also on some smart TVs and even desktops and laptops. Playing your PC games will be done either through the Boosteroid app or the browser on the device of your choosing, so that no installation of games on your device is necessary, nor do you need to worry about the hardware requirements of said games. Boosteroid has PC games available to play from both the major platforms such as Steam and Epic, and you can play those games as long as you own them. There are also free games on Boosteroid, but to play either the games you own or the free ones, you must have a subscription to Boosteroid in order to play them. Creating an account on Boosteroid is free, so that you can get all of the info on everything you need to know to make an informed buying decision. Boosteroid has some of the best gaming hardware out there, so you can play your games at high resolutions and at high FPS. Your internet speed is very important to maintain the streaming quality of your game, so make sure you utilize the internet testing tool Boosteroid has available on their website to see if you can game on Boosteroid. They even have systems in place to make sure you don't lose progress on your saves if anything should happen, like loss of connection to the stream, by keeping your streaming session open on your game until the save is made to the cloud. If the game does not have cloud saves available, then Boosteroid has you covered by saving the game locally to their servers, so you can continue to play those saves later on your next session. The one big thing about Boosteroid that has them over their competition is the session time limits. Other than the 10-minute session inactivity timer, there is no session time. This means you can play your games as long as you want, for 5 minutes or 5 hours. Boosteroid does not care. Just play them as long as you want, because your game time is precious, so they don't want to interrupt that. Should you experience any technical problems on the Boosteroid platform, please contact their support immediately in the live chat bottom right corner of their website, or via support@boosteroid.com. That is support@boosteroid.com. Their support works 24/7, and they should be able to help. They also have a really cool ability to see your session live while you're playing, to see the problems that you're running into, to then determine how to make a fix to that session. So really awesome, and whatnot. But yeah, if you decide to get a subscription to Boosteroid, there's a link down in the description below of this video that will help you do that. And if you decide to use that link, I do thank you, because you are helping out the channel. And also a huge thank you to Boosteroid for allowing me to be part of the partnership program. Alright, let's get back to the game. Let's go. Alrighty then, and here we are. Alright, so the last time we had gotten this far. We had gotten all the way to being able to do blue research, which is our very first steps into the research tree. So we got everything unlocked that doesn't require blue, and then we started to work on stuff. So basically, kind of the way you want to play this game as well is you don't want to, if you don't want to get overwhelmed later on, you don't want to jump between doing a bit of blue and then a bit of blue and red. You want to more or less, all these tools will definitely help you out later on. So definitely one of the things is to do, like, say, in this particular instance, we've only got blue unlocked. If we had red unlocked, we wouldn't unlock anything of red until we locked everything of blue. So basically, because you're going to need all this stuff anyway, so it's best just to wait. That unlocks us the ability to do the wireless towers. they can also charge, yeah. And then we got the electromagnetic drive. We got engines, weapon systems. We got all kinds of stuff to unlock with blue. We're definitely going to need these as well, because the attacks are going to become more frequent. And then eventually we're going to start doing this, the battlefield analysis bases, and start placing them around so that we can get, so that we can have like little drones and stuff going around, repairing stuff for us and whatnot. Also, you'll notice too, you see how these arrows are run? So when I unlock this one, that gives me ability to unlock this, and I'll be able to do solar collection, which is pretty nice for power. I usually like to put, when I start off with like solar panels, I usually like to put them on the equator of the planet, because basically what that does is it collects sun constantly, it's always constantly sunny, so it's actually pretty nice. So we're gonna unlock, well, we still got a little bit to do before we actually get started on this. Vertical construction is really nice, but we don't have red yet. Drive engine. Okay, so we've got that one done. This one lacks resource. Oh, let's grab some, get out view the plan's distribution. Yeah, we're good. So yeah, blueprint limit to 150 facilities, and then blueprint to 1,200 foundations. Oh, sweet. Where we got defense range, which we don't really have a whole lot of. So yeah, really cool. That is going to take a little bit for the research now. Oh yeah, we can do a little jump. Let's see. How are we doing on research? It is pretty slow. It is very, very slow. We only got 2 machines going. But those will be unlocked here shortly as well. So yeah, I guess I'll just kind of hang about and wait till everything's researched. I thought it'd be a lot faster. But we'll hang about until all the stuff's researched, and then that'll give us a whole host of new factories to focus on. Alrighty, we don't quite have all the research done that's required for blue, but we're very, very close. Like this number 7 right here is definitely the end. So, yeah, very, very nice. Okay, so we have a whole crap load of factories to build and a whole bunch of brand new buildings that we need to also work on too. Sadly, drones won't be coming until we start researching with red and blue. But at least we'll get these done. But yeah, we got a whole host of new factories to build, of course. And looking at our, was it? Nope. It's F. There we go. Holy crap! Yeah, you can see we got a whole host of new buildings, including these, which we're going to be working on right now. We're going to try to get started on that. At least a little bit, because these right here are very, very important. The spray coater allows you basically to do different kinds of things with the products that you're making. So if you have a factory, or say you have like, you have a whole bunch of ore being mined up. Yeah, we know about that. You can have this ore being sprayed by these coaters, and then you can use that to then either the ore, it makes more ingots, or it makes the ingots faster. As you can see here, we get extra products or energy consumption, which basically, and the perforator effects, as you can see, it's +0 because we don't have anything being made. But basically, you just filter this stuff through these sprayers, and that basically encodes it to do cool things. And you can go up to 3 levels. Yeah, once you get the 3rd level unlocked. It's blue, I believe. So it goes yellow, orange, or sorry, it goes yellowy orange, I guess you could say, to green to blue. But yeah, and also I went ahead and expanded this. So we've got 5 making blue cubes now, and we've got 8 of these being using for research because it was taking way too long. I also had to, since I added more here, I did have to expand this over here, so we've got the 2 over here and the 2 over here. Now we could make more with this, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. We got a whole, like I said before, we do have a whole host of new factories built, including we can do foundations now. Foundations. This thing, I don't know what it does. This did not exist the last time I played. So basically, once you have enough foundation, you can actually fill this in. What it does is it levels out the planet. Or not levels out the planet, but levels out the area. You can see this is a 10 by 10 square. I believe you can get bigger. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. You can get bigger. But yeah, putting down these foundations makes it a hell of a lot easier. And eventually we'll hit a point where we'll come to a planet where we're going to build a massive factory, and I just cover the entire planet in foundation. Basically sealing over all the lakes, sealing over all of the basically all of the hills and land masses and stuff like that. Now you do need to have soil pile in order to make this work. That's what the soil pile is for. So when you level downwards, you get soil pile. When you have to level upwards, like in the middle of lakes and rivers and stuff like that, then you have to have soil pile in your inventory in order to fill that in as well. So that is one of the other things. Also, we're about to be attacked. We're also going to need to make ammo, and there's all kinds of different foundation options. You've got these, and then you can do custom ones as well as you can lay foundation without decoration, or if you're feeling really spicy, you can bury the veins underneath the foundation, which we're not going to do, but yeah, you can absolutely do that. Oh, there we go. That's what I was waiting on. I was waiting on an attack. Where's it coming from? And we can also view the map and find out exactly where they're coming from. So they're coming from my left here, I think. Yeah, look at them spreading out. So they're coming right over this water here. Yep, swarm is coming. Yeah, this camera snapping mode is irritating the crap out of me. That's okay. I should be able to fight these guys off, though. And where are they at? Oh, here they come. Yep, now they're all heading for me. Hey, guys. How's it going? Die. Yeah, it just automatically fires. No, there's still more coming. Did they? Oh, they're going around the other way. Oh crap, they're going for my... Gotta get over there. I can't go any faster. Solar collection. Okay, we have now unlocked every single thing there is to unlock with just blue. Nope, nope, nope. Now that I got a shield. Yeah, you can't touch me. Nice. Oh, still got one coming. This way. Oh, come here. Bam. You still got more coming? Oh yeah, they're in full force. We probably should go attack their base one of these times once we get some like ammo and stuff ready to go. Hey, you! Oh. Excuse me. No, no, no! Stop that! There we go. It's like a freaking cat or a dog. Be like, no. So let's go ahead and grab a collector. I know we're not really doing a whole heck of a lot. That's how this game is, though. The beginning is usually very, very slow. So take that. Try to get as many nodes as we can. Okay. Let's see if can I get a fourth one? Yeah. Okay, we could definitely split 3 and 3, I think. Like this one, it's got 3, 5, and 4. 4, 4, and 2. Alright, so the 4 and the 5. 3, 4, 5, 4, and 4. Or how would we split this? We go 4, 8, 10. We could do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Yeah, so we could do these 3 and these 3. And have 2 belts roughly. Of course, I could definitely calculate that, but I'm a little lazy. Let's grab some of these. Okay. And then get this factory set up to start making us some iron. And then get another factory set up over there for the stone so we can start making stone. Then we'll combine then we'll take the iron, turn it into steel, and then take that steel and mix it with the stone brick to make our foundations. Which is, pretty easy, pretty simple factory to do anyway. Alrighty then, so we finally have that factory all finished up. So I did the calculations, of course, and I was like, yeah, these belts do 6 a second. So since those do 6 a second, we can actually look at these, and same with the iron as well. And the iron and the steel both do 1 a second, so we can have 6 per line essentially. This, I don't really care about calculating this, just as long as we fill the belt. I don't really care if we're overfilling the belt. I'd rather have the belt being overfilled than underfilled, of course. And then over here, these are 1 to 1, and it doesn't seem like it when you first read the numbers, but it actually is. So each iron ingot takes 1 second to make, and then you look at these ones, and it's just like, well, oh, we only make 1 steel ingot every 3 seconds, but it takes 3 iron ingots to make 1 steel. It takes 3 iron ingots every 3 seconds. So by calculation, that is 1 per second. So that we can do 1 to 1 on these smelters over here. So now that we've got that all set up, all we got to do is power it, and then we can start getting foundations made. I've got now these are also 1 a second. It requires 1 steel a second and 3 blocks of three blocks of stone every second. I don't know if 10 might be too many. I might have did that calculation wrong. Whoops. It's okay. I'm tired. we'll put it up there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that definitely, if we're producing 1 a second, I think I might have put too many down. Because we'll be producing 6 stone a second. So if we need 3 stone a second, so that's gonna be, oh, our power is hurting a little bit. See if we're actually making enough stone. I don't think we are, actually. Actually, what I might do as well is I might cut this off and see if this belt stays full. It might be okay. I know people are probably calculating going, that's not gonna ever work. Like, yeah. Why aren't these producing? Oh, we got iron ingot or iron ore coming down. Whoops. My bad. That would be why. Wait a minute. These are going the wrong way. Crap. Well, that's what I get for for being exhausted. Oh well. There we go. Yeah, let's pick up all that ore. Luckily, I noticed it right off the bat. Okay. Okay, then we could just come over here. Stick that in there. There we go. Okay. It looks like our ore lines are staying full. How's this side? This side is not doing great. This one can use another miner. Of course, we are having power issues as well. Can I get that third one in there? if I poke it just right. Nope. So we can only get the 2. Okay. It's like, yeah, this one can definitely use another miner. There we are. Just as long as the ore starts to get stacked up down here. It's trying. Oh, this one's almost out of ingots. Oh yeah, look, it's about to run out of ore. Not really. It's fine. Alright, so we do need to address our power. Now we could do that a few different ways. We have unlocked solar panels. However, to build solar panels, we need silicon ore. Or silicon ingots, sorry. And to get silicon ingots, we need stone in order to... So, the silicon ore that you make in the very beginning of the game is very inefficient. But yeah, basically what we can do, though, is we can go over to our power. Now, we do have one of these ready to go, and we'll just stick that down there. And then we can just very simply give it a belt and give it some coal. Put some coal on that belt. Power. It's just out of range. There we go. Thermal power. Woo! Yeah, so this one's gonna fill up. Now, as you can see, our power grid load or power load is still too high. Now these ones, they produce 25.5 megawatts. These here produce also 25.5. So these are kind of not really all that useful when just burning straight coal. But you can mine coal instead of putting down more wind turbines, essentially. But I think we'll definitely put down some more wind turbines, because that's really the only choice we have, necessarily. It's like we can do coal, but again, yeah, see, the coal is just not that great. Oops. It's just not that great as a fuel source. It does work, though, in lieu of putting down wind. So you need 10 of these arc smelters making silicon ore to make one furnace making silicon ingots. That is, I forgot how bad that was. That's really freaking bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so this, we could actually probably make this now. Well, once I grab the ingots out of this. Give me that. Okay, so then we want to produce... And this is one of the first things you definitely want to do as well. Is definitely be spraying your fuel source if you're going to use fuel. Because that'll just increase how long it lasts. Okay, we need a bit of steel. Which steel we can't make in our hands, so we definitely need to head over here. Uh-oh. No, we're good. Okay. No, that's just the gear belt. Okay. I thought that we were running out of resources there. We can come up here. I actually might put a box that just has steel in it, just so we can get that going. Oh yeah, and I forgot I need to reconnect this so we can start making foundations as well. And the reason I'm making foundations is so that I have a little bit more... I can get a bit more of a surface to work with. As well. Okay. So I'm just gonna do this, and then I'll just do this here. Was it because it's gonna have issues with the stone brick, right? Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. It's going to have issues with the stone brick. So if we wanted to increase this to make it actually work, we'd have to add even more miners. Well, maybe not more miners, but more belts at the very least. But yeah, at least this will start filling up with steel. We can grab a bit of it, and then we'll make two. We'll make two because we can do stuff. We can do other stuff. Like maybe we can spray the coal that's coming in to be made into. And I usually, like I said, I usually set it to making all products. But that means we can head back over here. We put these down. And then I guess stick it away. So the front part of it is, so it's pointing to the right is how that's going to go. I think it automatically sets it up on the belt for you, doesn't it? Okay. And what we'll do is we'll bring this down here and then back this way to then allow us to do that. And then we need to go up one because the belt is actually up. It's actually up on the top. See, it's up here. Okay, so we go over the top of this, and then we can head. Actually, go the other way. We go from here. That'll probably do. Dang it. Why are you being such a pain? And again, like I said, I'm a little exhausted, so it's just like, where's the change path? Yeah, there we go. Sometimes you just need to switch the path up. Oh, need to need to go around that. Okay. Oh, and then what I'm just gonna do is, just for fun, oh, that's right. Can I make it? What am I missing to make another one of these? Where's it looking? Yeah, you spray, you proliferate the proliferate. I remember that. Okay. Right. And hold on, let me do that too. So yeah, you can spray the sprays. It's basically, what the heck is going? Why are they so leany? Look at that. I was like, why are they leaning so much? Okay, so stop this for a second. Do this slightly differently. Okay. Yeah, so we can put this like this. We do this. And then we just loop it, don't we? To get it started. I'm gonna have to loop it from here. What the? Deflection is too much. What does that even mean? Oh, is it trying to form it? Did it used to do this? I don't remember if it used to actually form fit to the landscape. That might be something newer. Yeah, my belts look very weird. For sure. Yeah, it is not happy with that. Alright, you know what? Can I put just can I put a line like that? See, that's level. There we go. And now it let me do that. Okay. Then we just need a bit to... Go ahead and take these. Put that into there. There we go. So basically we're just going to be looping this. Okay, so basically it goes through, gets sprayed, and then that's going to take it back off. And then it's just going to loop. Yep, that's how you do that. There we go. Get a little bit more going. Yep, so basically, I don't remember if this actually does anything doing it like this, but you can do it, so it must, right? Yep. And then basically we're just... Oh, our power is being a pain in the butt again. But now, we're actually... if we look at this, you can see it's got a little bit of a jump from the standard. I need to put this into a box as well. Can I see what the standard is? Okay, so standard is 6.75. We look at this stuff. 7.59 megajoules, so it burns slightly. We've slowed it down even further. Yep. And also we're spraying our inputs, so our coal actually lasts a little bit longer too. Now, the only problem I always had with this is the input is always on this one. I think the output is always on this as well, so it's not going to use the rest of this. Unless we stop the input for a bit, which we can do easily. But yeah, that's how that system works, and then we can do that with all the rest of this. When we get a decent factory like this up and going, then we can spray everything. Which is pretty freaking funny. We just spray anything and everything. Just spray everything, because it's always good. I remember I think if you spray the foundations give more. I think they give more soil pile, and they take less, if I'm remembering that correctly. If you actually spray these, the give and take is a lot better as well. But yeah, we'll eventually get to that. Alrighty, so the next factory we need to focus on is going to be probably the motors, is what I was thinking. So if we actually look at motors, come over here. The electric motor. So this needs 3 different things. We're going to need a lot of iron, and we need very little copper, luckily. So we just need the electromagnets, the gears, and the ingots. Now gears also take ingots, so it's going to be that. So I think a couple of factories for this would probably be okay. We definitely don't want to do too crazy for electric motors right now, but eventually we will get to that. And the reason I want to focus on that is because if we look at our upgrades here, there's a couple of upgrades that don't require... This requires 60 of those. We can actually queue this. I'm actually going to queue this as well. Can I take the... I can't take this out of queue, can I? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this will take it out of my thing. Yeah, we can do this as well. We can queue that. This one requires those, so we won't queue that just yet. That one requires red. That one requires blue and red. Oh, we unlocked the ammo. Okay, we can start researching this as well. Sorry, not the ammo, the damage buffs. Damage buffs, protection buffs, all that kind of stuff. Okay. We have this one. Okay, that's the next one. Okay, so we can start researching that. All right, so we'll grab a bunch of circuit boards and a bunch of steel. Oh, now that some of those machines up there are full, we finally backed up on our other stuff. What else do I need? Steel, 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 steel. Steel is definitely going to back up because our stone brick cannot produce fast enough for our machines up here. But we'll fix that next time, I think. Or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. We got so much to focus on right now. Let me take another stack of steel. Okay. Oh yeah, we also unlocked splitters, didn't we? They're in my inventory. So splitters. So basically, these types of splitters, if I remember correctly, these are splitter mergers. And you can change different styles of them too. I really like this. So you've got the standard splitter. How many of these do I have? Just one? Okay. You got your standard splitter. So yeah, this is basically, like I said, this is a splitter merger. Basically, you can have your single belt line coming in, and then you can split to the left, split to the right, split forward, and there's your splitter. You can also split to the right, split to the left, and also input. So splitter merger. As well as we can have our one belt coming in, or one belt leaving, and have our belts coming in as well. So you can do splitter, merger, whatever you like. So this would be a merger, just a standard merger. So that's basically how that works, which is really, really cool. I freaking love these the splitter mergers. Make things make your life so much easier, as well as you can change the style by hitting tab, and now you've got a stacked splitter merger. So you can have belts going in, belts coming out. So if you've got say like two different factories, right, that are really, really close together, or at least their outputs are, you can have and basically what you want to do is you want to have these two factories making the same thing. Let's go down the bottom, and you're coming out like this, and you got your belt coming in here from one factory, and the other factory somewhere else making the same thing, and then come in. And you don't want to just do this because it's because the way this particular type of merge works is if this belt line is completely full, this belt line never moves. If this belt line is half full, then this belt line will also move at probably the same speed. Basically, it'll only fill if it has a gap. However, if you do it this way, which this is the way the mergers work, if you do it this way, what this will do is if you've got a full belt line here and a full belt line here, this belt line will move one, then this belt line will move one, and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's a great way to do that. So, as well. So it's actually really, really cool. I think they got a few other styles too, don't they? They got the stacked one. Yeah. So then you've got the cross stacked as well. I only have one of these, and that's it. But yeah, so those are very, very useful, very handy to have stuff. Something I wish that games like Satisfactory would have. Be very, very handy. I'll throw that down. Hey, solar panel. Woo. So these solar panels, now what's really cool about the solar panels in this game, I love it. If you look at this solar panel, oops, notice how it's rotating. You know what it's following? It's following the rotation of the sun around the planet. Well, the planet rotation around the sun. It is following the sun. I freaking love that. There's not a whole lot of games that have solar panel generation, power generation in them that actually follow the sun. That's what I love about it. This is so cool. So this is the other reason I put all of these like on the equator in rings, is because when they're on the equator, they're all following the sun, and you could just watch the sun exactly. So you know exactly where perfect high noon is on the planet just by watching the solar panels as they're perfectly looking straight up, and rotating. It's so freaking cool. And as you can see, this solar panel has no energy, by the way. And it's not going to have energy until it has the sun. Now, the reason it's rotating this way is because are we close to the equator? Probably not. Actually, yeah, we're pretty close to the equator. So the way this planet's rotating, yeah. So the sun is not perfectly here. That's a pretty cool shot. Look at that. Nice. Anyway, just love having fun. Okay, so we need some wood. So that's 14 there, 14 there. Just grab some wood. I think this is one of the very few ones that actually needs wood. There we go. We can grab the rest of the stuff and turn that into research. But at least we can get this one done. And I think that's the last one that actually, like I said, needs resources like this. What is this even for? Energy circuit. Oh, gives you more kilowatt fuel power on your bar down here, I think. Something like that. And we can go over here, grab a stack of coal. I should have this going into a box, but that's all right. Make faster. Yeah, definitely should have had this into a box. No, we're almost there. There we go. Yeah, we were taking from our fuel source. Okay, so then that'll get researched, then we can do that. But yeah, so as I was saying, the next factor we do need to focus on is focusing on that. So I think what we do is we start over here. We do have a bit of extra iron next to some copper. We could definitely utilize that, I think. Yeah, so there's a little bit of iron here and there's some copper here, and we could use that possibly to make our motors. Now, don't know how well that's gonna. Oh yeah, that's right. These symbols don't mean we're running out of ore necessarily. Don't they also mean like we're losing nodes? I mean, this didn't have much to begin with, so yeah. So we can't spare any. So I actually kind of got that kind of correct. Yeah, those belts are moving almost. Like they're not quite stopping, so. Yeah, so we use a bit of this, we use a bit of this, bring it together, have a couple machines making motors, and I think that should solve that anyway. Oh, I almost forgot. Wanted to show off some of the foundation stuff. Take a couple stacks of that. You're definitely going to want a stack of this, because this right here, this is 10 by 10. This is 100 foundations right off the bat, right? And we're not covering, nope, we're not covering that, so bam. And you can see that that's got a bit of a thing to it. Now me personally, I think I had custom, I think I had like gray or something. Something that wasn't like it was foundation-y, but it wasn't too bright. There was one time where I did paint like a planet in this one. And the only reason I did that was because it was it was one of the stars that is blue, and it made the planet very hard to look at, but it was funny. Oh, research complete. Sweet. Ah, okay. Yeah, we'll go with the dark gray so it's easy to look at. Plus, it's also easy to see with the bright blue lines. Yeah, this is the equator right here. I don't know what I was talking about. But yeah, this allows us to use these nodes here. And as you can see, as my soil pile changes. Now, when I place it here, You see, I just used up a bunch. And you don't have to just click it. You can click and drag too. I'm just being careful. Yeah, you can click and drag as well. But yeah, there we go. And we got a nice flat pad to work off of. Still, what is this? So let's click on. No, what the heck is this do? Insert icon, insert checkbox, text color. Huh? Interesting. Okay. So I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell me what that does, because that definitely did not exist the last time I played, and how useful it actually is. Oh geez, these are going fast. Can we get both of those nodes? Cool. So that's 60 a minute, that's 120 a minute. So what are these belt speeds then? If that's... Because the belt speed is 6 per second. Yeah. Those are pretty fast belts, actually. Yeah, because I'm tired, I actually had to pull out a calculator. So 360 is what that is. 360 a minute. So... so that's 60 a minute. So we do 6 of these, as long as it's 2 apiece. Yeah, this is definitely not going to work. But can I get this in a... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. There. Oh, need a bit extra here. Okay, and then we combine all these onto a single belt. I'm also running out of belts. Then we can combine that and the copper into making those motors for us. Alrighty then. Finally got that done. I also did add a little bit more power over here. Where are we at? There we go. So, yeah, we got 4 of these. These keep running out of fuel because I'm not producing enough. Oh, that's why. I was like, I could have swore I did the calculation correctly on that. But yeah, we're doing copper here, which obviously I way overdid it, but we're doing 1 belt, it's fine. And of course we're making magnets here as well, which these make... makes 2 magnets every second. Can I do more of these, maybe? It's fine. There we go. That should be the number that we need to do... What was it? Just scroll up here. Yeah, speed. Okay. This one requires that. That one requires that. Okay. This one requires these, which we can also make those as well. Actually, that wouldn't be too hard to do with 1 machine. Have a little machine making motors over here, because we've got everything else we need. Little pocket factories, basically. Okay, so if we stick this here... Okay, this requires... So make these... This requires 2 ingots every 3 seconds, so a couple of these will probably work. Okay. And then 1 of these. Okay. We can have a little storage bin. And since it only makes 1 every 3 seconds, just do that. There we go. Now we've got those. That was easy. That was easy. Remember the button. Stupid thing. Then that allows us to do this research as well. We can grab the coal. This one requires those, that one requires those, and the rest of these require yellow. or red and blue, or they require some kind of other requirement. One requires red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. Okay. Just checking all these. Make sure that we've pretty much done everything we can. Okay, we just need a bit of coal, that's fine. And then that'll be pretty much all the research that we can do without doing red. Okay, let's go grab some coal. And then that'll be a pretty good place to stop, I think. There we go. Now look, we're moving a little bit faster. Just a wee bit faster. So this will allow us to unlock the drive engine, which allows us to fly around the planet, which is really nice because flying is much, much faster. Oh, we're out of fuel. I can tell because the bar is going down. Oh, we need 50. We'll grab the coal first because that definitely wouldn't have made 50 of those that quick. Yeah, it's because I disconnected this and then never reconnected it. Oh crap, that means we don't have 150 coal either. I mean, it'll go up pretty quick as well. Let's see, this one's probably... No, that one's not even full of coal. There we go. At least that'll keep producing, keep going. I don't think we're making enough of these to keep this line up. I mean, it's going though. Oh, that's right, because we ran out. Duh, because we ran out of coal here. Yeah, it's going up. Yeah, just 150 of this coal, and then 50 of those, and then we can finally do that. And that'll be the last bit of research that doesn't require the cubes. Yeah, there we go. Now our fuel's going back up. And then once that one finally gets some fuel in it, eventually, once this one stops taking. This one was out of fuel for a little bit, so I think they only take 10. There we go. And now we're doing even better. Yeah, just these 4 fuel generators they do so much for my power grid that most of this can't even do. We're eventually going to get rid of all these so we can reclaim the space, but yeah, and all of my entire mall has completely backed up. Everything's looking good. Oh yeah, we had a little bit of attack earlier. So now the base is at level 1, which the attack that happened just a little bit ago, they were sending flying drones at me. So yeah, they're starting to ramp up their attacks just a little bit. Definitely need to be careful. Oh, we're running out of iron here, by the way. We're definitely sucking it down. Just guzzling it down, man. Okay. 60 of those. No! What did I do that for? I don't... Why did I do that? Is there a take all button? Probably not. There we go. Oh, control double click. Got it. I'll probably forget. Here, you can have those back. Okay. Yeah, we gotta go get the rest of that coal. And then we'll be able to fly, baby! It'll be nice. Because being stuck on the ground definitely sucks for the longest time, especially when you... This game... I think this game feels slower, and it definitely plays a lot slower when you know what's coming. You kind of just are like slugging it through, you know? When you don't know what's coming, this game is amazing. It feels really good, you know, the progress is really good and stuff like that. But when you know what's coming, and you're just like, yeah, I know exactly what's coming up and stuff like that, and what I'm gonna be able to get and whatnot, and it's just like you feel like it's just such a slog through basically through the mud, not really getting anywhere. At least that's how I feel right now. Is like once you get the resources built up, and it's just like, then you got like this massive factory making iron ingots. It's just like, okay, this factory is making this many iron ingots per minute. I can just, I could take that, pull this factory, pull to that factory. Once we get drones and stuff going, oh, it'll be so good. Drones actually come pretty early on, which is really nice. Logistics drones make it so much easier to plan factories and stuff like that, because it's like you go build a factory just kind of on its own. Doesn't really have to be near ore or anything like that, and then it's just like, then you just have you have the drones picking up all the ore and then sending it to your factory, and stuff like that. And you're kind of, at that point, you're kind of just limited on belt space and what you can mine up as quickly as possible. Then eventually we'll get to a point where we get planetary logistics, and then we can basically send resources. Basically, I'll put miners on all of the resources on the entire planet, and then I could send those to different factories to then mine up the ingots and stuff like that. And it just, but I can't wait until we get to that point. It's gonna be so good. Alrighty, just about got that going. Yeah. I'm getting there. Okay, cool. And also the boosted fuel also carries over to your mech. Now the reason I'm not putting the other fuel is because we don't have any extra. But now we can activate flight mode. So we double tap space, and now we can fly around. Woo! And look how much faster we can move. We still can't move very fast, but man, it's so good. Now, of course, now just hovering here, we can actually regenerate power, but as we move, as you can see, it takes all of our energy. And once you run out of energy, bam. First flight. Woo, another milestone complete. 7 out of 42. We're doing good. But yeah, I definitely need to recharge real quick. Oh yeah, don't we have oh dang it. Did it give me any, or do I need to make some? I don't think it gave me any. Let me make one of these. No, okay, it's like, just make one. We can actually recharge off of the power grid by using these. Which is really nice. So these wireless power grids, it is a remote power transmission facility that draw electricity from the power grid and charge the mech. And so basically what I like to do is wherever I get my fuel, let's go fly over there. Wherever I get my fuel, I will set these up so that I can charge at the same time. So yeah, I get my fuel from here. So then what I can do is go right here, I guess. Is I'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. I have to get rid of some of these. Yeah, we can charge up off that station. Is it 1, 2? I thought it was 2. Oh yeah. So then we can put in more of them. But yeah, see, when I stand near this, you can see the charge is going really crazy, and this will use less of my fuel to charge up, to keep the system charged. So, but it's only within range. And what I'll do is I'll stand here and I'll put, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So I'll put 8 of them in a square. And then when I go to get my fuel, I like almost, like it charges so quickly. It's really good. So yeah, whenever I get my fuel. And if I'm in range, by the way, it always charges the system. Now, you can see its circular range is a lot smaller than a Tesla tower. So you can use these to power facilities, but these are just way better. Just because they have more range. But you could absolutely use these to power buildings, from what I remember. So maybe, I don't know, actually. Does it actually? It doesn't. But showing it's plugging into. Yeah, it's showing it's plugging into that. So if I get rid of this. Yeah, that is charging it, or it is powering it. Otherwise, these wouldn't have been powered because that was be the only thing in the range. Okay. Anyway, that's pretty much that. But with that though, that is going to be it for this episode of Dyson Sphere Program. We did get a little bit further. Of course, we are now finally making these. I will eventually make a big facility making these, so then we can send them all over, or use them all over for different resources and stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunately though, like I said, just a quick little reminder too. Sorry, I am very exhausted. This is a quick little reminder, though, if you'd like to get Boosteroid on pretty much any device so you can play your PC games, then there's a link down in the description below that will help you do that. And if you decide to use that link to get a subscription to Boosteroid, I do thank you because you are helping out the channel. But like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I'd like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see on your screen right now. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess I'd say goodbye.